Welcome back to Asinine Radio, a weekly podcast where we talk about music, and, well, that's pretty much it. So, let's go!
Hey. This is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into our album rankings. This is where we rank all of the albums by the artist of the week. And this week we're doing Death Cab For Cutie. So we're doing 10 records. We're going to go from worst to best, give our banger off of each of them, stinker if we got them. We're going to try to have a good time doing it. My name is Tyler. Way out there, hundreds of miles away, is Jeff. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars and 5 stars only. Go do that. And normally we start with our 6 degrees of Tom DeLonge. I didn't do one this week. I don't know if you did.
I mean, it's easy. We've talked about this before. Ben married to Zoe Deschanel. Deschanel, her first appearance in cinema was the music video for She's Got Issues by The Offspring.
Yes.
Offspring, Adam to Blink. Or Adam to Tom, Tom to Blink. Yeah. What do you do?
Yeah. That's exactly. Exactly. All right. And also, this is the beginning of Sad Boy season. We got 3 weeks of Sad Boy season of just sad boy bands, and we're kicking it off with Death Cab. So let's get into the rankings. Like I said, 10 Death Cab For Cutie records. We're not going to do Give Up by the Postal Service, even though I know you want to.
Literally instantaneously just brought it up.
I know.
You Tyler, prior to the pod starting, Tyler said, I wonder how many times you're going to bring up the Postal Service.
Intentionally.
And fucking instantaneously brings it up.
I did that. That was all intentional.
I was not even going to mention it one time, but now it's already been done.
If we had the cameras on, you would have seen that I had a giant shit-eating grin on my face.
You had that Ryan face on where he kind of like opens his eyes real wide and like yeah, okay. All right.
Excited to troll, yeah.
Yes.
All right, so yeah, let's get into it. The 10th record, or the worst record from Death Cab For Cutie. What do you got? Go.
I'm gonna preemptively apologize for these rankings. Death Cab For Cutie is a band. Outside of the album of the week, I don't fucking care about this band like at all. The singles are great, but dude, these albums I literally don't fucking care about at all. I have no attachment to them whatsoever. There's no nostalgia. I don't even really like them. So here is my order. Fucking, I don't even know. So the worst one, Kintsugi.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here's what little notes I have. And usually I take pride in our notes. I take pride in our rankings. But man, dude, I just don't fucking care. I just thought this was like more straightforward kind of record. There wasn't like a song on here that challenged the listener or them as a band. Just a record of mid-tier songs.
All right.
That's all I got.
That's all you got. Okay. That's fun. So my number 10. So yeah, I'm going to also say this. I've never been a Death Cab fan. That's always been you and friend of the pod. Oh, my voice cracked. Ooh. It's always been you and friend of the pod, Mike. Obviously, I like some of the singles because how can you not love some of those singles? So I'm not a huge fan, and this is all kind of new. Most of this is new to me. I've heard a few of their records, but most of it I have not. And so that leads me into my my number 10, and that is We Have the Facts, and We're Voting Yes.
Oh, wow.
Second record from 2000. I don't remember anything from this record at all. I have no banger. I really have no notes. All I really remember from this one is that it's kind of an extension of the first record, but it just goes nowhere. There's no charm to it. There's no like weird little like quirky recording things going on. It's just so run of the mill and plain old people, acoustic driven singer-songwriter music. I don't care. So that's my number 10. What do you got for number 9?
All right. Number 9. Thank You For Today. This is their 9th record, 2018. And it's just like this band just doesn't even exist the way it used to. This is a polished and more like dream pop sounding kind of album for them. Like it's okay, it's fine.
Dream pop, that's good. That's a good description of it.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I'm telling you, man. Like my bottom 5, I have like little to nothing for.
Man.
My top 5 gets a little bit better.
Okay.
I just don't give a shit about.
All right, my number 9 is Something About Airplanes, their first album from 1998.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I mean, I guess this is what I was expecting when I went into Death Cab. I just thought there might be a little bit more excitement. There might have been some like catchier things because I was mainly going off of the album Plans and Narrow Stairs because those are where the big hits are from, and that's what I know best from Death Cab are those two records. So I thought there'd be something more here, but it's just Ben doing Ben pretty much by himself. I mean, he was the band, and then he kind of decided, oh, I'm gonna get bandmates so we can go play shows and shit, and that's what this record really is. I do like the song, The Face That Launched 1,000 Shits, and then come to find out that song was written before this band, and it's written by, it's a cover. That's really what it is, by his old bandmate, Jay Chilcote.
It's chill.
So yeah, I really don't have too much to say about it. I think it's run of the mill. There's some cool shit that they did, like when they recorded this record, they were living in like a small house, and they like drilled a hole through the floor and the upstairs floor or something like that, and like hung a microphone down through that hole and recorded the record that way. Everything was recorded on an 8-track recorder, so it was very, very old school DIY, very punk-esque. So that was cool, but otherwise the music, honestly, none of their albums are bad. Let me just say that. None of their albums are bad at all, but it's just not my style. I don't really care for singer-songwriter kind of songs, more lyric-driven songs. It's just not me. I do love Ben's voice. I really, really do love his voice. It's one of the greatest, one of the most pleasant-sounding voices ever. But musically, and song-wise, especially this album does not connect with me. So what do you got for number 8?
Number 8, Codes and Keys. See, I already got boring just fucking even doing this. I really, dude, I really do look forward to the rankings. I really do. Like, this is one of my favorite parts of the pod, but god damn, I just didn't care. But now I'm really looking forward to the album of the week because I love this album so much. But okay. Codes and Keys, 7th album. Who cares? There was like a big like Brian Eno inspiration on this one. And I've listened to more Brian Eno since I've opened the store because my partner likes it, and people that come in the store are always like, "Oh, if you have Brian Eno, like, oh my god, I'll pay you $50 for that." So I figured like, I should probably listen to the shit that he does. I get it. I get why people like it. This one, I felt like there was kind of like a minimalist approach to this, and it's very experimental for them, but it's fucking boring. It's boring and doesn't go anywhere and doesn't do anything. So I don't care.
Okay.
These are all sub ones. I'm telling you, these are not even fucking ones.
Oh yeah, same here, sub one. So when you hear us talking about rating an album, we have a 3-point rating system where 3 is a perfect album, 2 is a good album you're going to continue to listen to, 1 is a bad album but give it a shot, and 0 is the worst thing you've ever heard. So I agree with you. We're still sub 1 for me as well. So my number 8 is the Photo album, 3rd record from 2001. This one, it's more of the same. It's a little less shoegazy than the first 2 records. Tiny bit more exciting, more pop elements, I guess. And everybody just kind of seems to be better at their instruments at this point. They're writing more songs, or the songs are being more written for a band rather than just to kind of showcase Ben, which I prefer, honestly. But otherwise, nothing really stands out here. This is like their not their last official indie. Well, actually, their last official indie record was Trans. But yeah, I don't know. If I had a banger, it's We Laugh Indoors. It's just that really tight groove on the song. Some cool guitar parts too, and of course Ben's vocals are they're just, like I said, pleasant. Very, very pleasant. But I think the reason why I like the song is because it's more of a full band song. The other guys kind of have their own little thing. So there you go. My number 8, the Photo album. I don't care. Sub 1 still. So what do you got for number 7?
Narrow Stairs, baby. Narrow Stairs. 6th record.
All right. I see where we're going with this.
Otherwise, this is a mid-tier album. I don't think anything here is great. Like, it came off their biggest album commercially, and I like how much darker this one is. But it's just like meh. But like, I Will Possess Your Heart. Like, I don't know. I used to always avoid this song because it's like, oh, that's not trans. I don't want to fucking hear it. That's stupid. But damn, it's a good fucking song, man. It is a good song. It's a good beat. It's a little bit quirky. It's a little bit weird for them. It's a banger of a song. This album sucks.
Okay, whatever.
I don't give a fuck.
All right, my number 7 is Thank You For Today, their 9th record from 2018. This is the first one that they did without Chris Walla, their guitar player and producer. And it's a good album. some solid parts. They just don't hit very hard. It was almost like they were trying to throw back to the Plans style, like the Plans era of the band, with a slight touch of that like dream pop sound, which you described in another one of their records. Actually, it was this record that you described it in. But I just felt like the excitement was lost, and it felt phoned in. Like it just didn't seem like they wanted to be there and make this record. So I have no banger off of Thank You for Today. So that's my number 7.
That's fine.
What do you got for 6?
These are all fucking boring asphalt metals. They're metals.
Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't yelled at me yet.
Just because I don't like any of these albums. I don't care. This is their newest one, 2022. I think like the leaning into the indie rock thing has a more straight up sound on this one rather than like having texture as the highlight, because they like to texture their songs, especially with like Ben's voice. They like to contrast things. They like to layer things. Here it's kind of just like a more rock focused thing. And they even said like this was like the most involved the entire band has ever been in the writing process, despite like the world shutting down, and they're just like dropping things into Dropbox, like postal service style, and then pulling it out of Dropbox. But like I guess they were more involved here than ever before, which I think is so fucking weird. But nah.
But they're a band that never jammed, so I mean, and the fact that Ben pretty much wrote the majority of it.
Well,
it makes sense.
Chris wrote a lot of these songs too.
Yeah, but he was more of a producer role rather than a songwriting role.
But he was very involved. He was very involved. This
but just not in the songwriting.
This is not Ben's band, but like it almost is. But no, because even Ben has said like the band would not have survived without Chris. The band would not have been as big without Chris. Like their biggest things have come because like Chris made Ben happy. Like the whole I'm gonna quit the band because I fucking hate doing this anymore. And Ben's like, no, please don't leave. And they come back, and then fucking Trans comes out and blows up.
That's true. But I mean, that's something we'll get into later because I have my own theories on that. All right, so that was your number 6, Asphalt Meadows, right?
Asphalt Meadows. God,
Meadows.
Fucking damn,
that's a tough one. Huh?
Meadows. Why is that?
Some of these
tough?
names, yeah, right. It's
Asphalt
Meadows. It's annoying. Yeah, so that's also my number 6. I think it's a decent record. Parts of it sound blown out. Just the overall production and mix just sound kind of blown out. I know it was intentional, but it was a little distracting at times. I do like some of the really fuzzed out guitar parts. I thought that sounded really cool. A little bit different from what they normally do. Some interesting electronic parts as well, but overall the album doesn't seem very cohesive. It's very, very disjointed, but oh shit. Sorry about that. My phone went off. But yeah, otherwise I don't really care about Asphalt Meadows. It's my number 6. Never go back to it. Still sub 1. Still sub 1 for me. Okay. So what do you got for number 5?
Now we're getting stuff that I enjoyed more. So we're getting into the 1 and plus territory. But we have the facts, and we're voting yes, their second record. And okay. I always hate to call like Death Cab a boring band because I think that's like an intentional thing. They like to just kind of like let things draw out. But like that's the genre. That's the scene at the time. But it's not boring. It's just it's of the scene, right? Like a lot of like punk music is fucking boring. It sounds the same. Same with like Death Cab. But like this is objectively boring because it doesn't go anywhere, doesn't do anything. It's not upbeat. It's not downbeat. It's just mid tier. But anyway, we have the facts for voting yes. I get it. It's very similar to Something About Airplanes. It's a little bit more complex. I just think what made their first record endearing was like the simplicity in the songs, which is kind of funny because like Ben plays drums on this one, so the drumming is definitely simpler than the first one. But I think just too much thought went into the song structures here, which they don't need to church up their songs complexity wise. They don't need to like have 6/8 time signatures, which they don't, but they don't need to do stuff like that. They can just layers, man. Just do layers and just let Ben write. Dude can write good songs. Just let him do what he does best. And this is essentially their first album, just a little bit more mature. And I do see that as a negative because it's just why.
I agree with you on that one. I agree. No banger, nothing like that?
No.
All right. My number 5 is Plans, their 5th record from 2005. Yeah, this is a nice
some shitty records.
This is a nice like pop progression from Transatlanticism. It has a lot of that, but it's just honestly this is a transition record for the band because after this you get Narrow Stairs and it's it's definitely more of a full band kind of band, putting out those kind of songs. But it's good, but it's too much of a transition record. And I do love the two big singles, Soul Meets Body. I absolutely, absolutely love that song. I always have since it came out. And then also I Will Possess Your Heart. Or no, I will follow you. I will follow you into the dark. Why is this so hard today? Why are we fucking up so much?
I'm not fucking up so much. Just Meadows.
But you did earlier. You couldn't say the title of the record.
No, just because Meadows. It's a weird fucking word.
Meadows?
Asphalt meadow. Because you want to say meadows. I think it's because the word asphalt, it ends on the O.
Fault. Why are you saying vault?
Asphalt. How do you say it?
Fault.
Asphalt?
Yeah, like an F, not a V.
Asphalt. Same fucking
thing. You
said
vault. No, you said vault. You said asphalt. Like
asphalt.
At the bank.
What is the fucking difference?
Like a vault.
You know what
you're saying what it is? With a V rather than an F.
You know what an asphalt is? If you know what the same thing. Get the fuck out of here.
An asphalt? No, that's not even a word.
That is a word. That means that's the stuff they fucking put on the street.
That's asphalt.
Yeah, that's what I said. Asphalt.
You did not say that. Oh my god.
Asphalt so Meadows. Tongue twister.
All right. Plans, whatever. I don't give a fuck. Plans is 5. Is my number 5. I would give this. This is sub 2. We're still sub 2 right now.
Damn, but you're close to it too. I'm not even close to it too yet.
Okay. All right. So what do you got for number 4?
Something About Airplanes, their first record, 98. This is a solid output for this band. The sound, it's very melody driven, like indie pop. It's good. This really does just play like a polished demo though, which is essentially what this kind of started as anyway. So there's something fun and basic about like a demo that just gets a little TLC in post, right? Like I like that. That's cute. That's fun. But it's still boring, man. It's still just and I don't know, to hear like the laundry list of inspirations that Death Cab took, that Ben took. And like this week I listened to a lot of those inspirations and I was just like, dude, like all those bands you named are better than this. Not better than Trans, but better than this. But I do have a banger, Line of Best Fit. They I think they do the long songs well. They do long songs well. They know how to just build. They know how to build tension, but slowly. They know how to like keep your attention and not like lose interest through just monotony. Like all their long songs are not monotonous. They go somewhere. Every part of it like means something to the song as a whole. I like that.
Kind of. I disagree with you there with some songs, but I don't know. They're just such a average band, honestly. Man.
I mean, I don't disagree with that. I do think they are an average band at best, except for Trans.
Okay. All right. So my number 4 is the album of the week, Transatlanticism.
That's stupid.
So what do you got for number 3?
How the fuck do you think like ninjutsu is better than fucking Trans? You're fucking bonkers. You're bonkers. Okay.
What do you got for number 3?
Oh my god, dude. I can't even do this right now.
What do you got?
What number are we on?
We're on 3, yeah.
Who cares? This is going to the episode. I don't care about these anymore. Like obviously Train's my number 1. I don't care. I literally don't care about the photo album. I don't care about Plans. Yes, they're great. The stuff or the singles are great. I Will Follow You in the Dark is my favorite Death Cab song. I love that. But
okay.
Fuck off. Let's move on. I don't care anymore. I really don't. Like the photo album is my number 3, Plans is my number 2.
Damn, you are so fussy today.
I don't want to talk about them. I don't care about them.
And now you're just mad that I don't think Trans is the best record.
I don't even think Plans is like a 1.5. I don't think any of these records are above a 1.5 except for Trans.
Okay. All right. All right. So I'll just go through. My number 3 is Codes and Keys, 2011.
Garbage album.
Okay. My number 2 is Kintsugi. I really like this record. I really, really do. I think this is like one of the most
boring fucking rock.
No,
record.
I think this is like one of their most. Yeah, I think this is one of their most unique records. In that, I feel like there's like the most excitement. They're doing so many different things. They're doing like some 80s shit in here too. I think it's one of the most nuanced records in their whole discography. I think Kintsugi is a great record. I would get this on vinyl if it was like $15. I'd get on vinyl.
If you like it, buy it on vinyl no matter the price. But like if you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. Do you like Brian Eno? Like have you heard a lot of
I don't think I've ever heard enough of Brian Eno to say I like him or dislike him. Oh. But yeah, Kintsugi, I did like this record. I did. And then Narrow Stairs is my number 1. I Will Possess Your Heart is That's my favorite Death Cab song. I don't care. I like the more pop oriented, the more full band sound from the band. And that's also why I like Kintsugi so much. So that's all I got. I guess that's all we have for the rankings because you're so fucking fussy about it.
I mean,
wow.
your rankings are stupid. They're
like
dumb.
sad.
They're
we're
objectively incorrect.
Sad boy season has really rubbed off on you. Sad emo boy right now. That's you right now. Sad emo boy.
The album of the week.
Okay.
Nothing but praises. Nothing but praises.
Okay, dude. Well, okay. All right. So thank you all for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts. Tell your friends. Keep listening. Listen to the main episode as we get into transatlanticism from the Death Cab for Cuties. So that's it. That's all. Pull service.